Welcome to High School Bathrooms, everyone, the best place to have a conversation. I'm Simon,
And I'm Derek.
and today we're going to be talking about personality quizzes, and specifically, we're going to be taking some of them. Well, only me. Derek's not going to be taking them because he's already taken them. So I'm just going
Yep,
to be
alright.
taking some more quizzes.
Simon's going to be taking 2 quizzes a day, and I already took both of them, so I wanted to see what he got. But we're actually also going to be doing spirit animals today, too, which Simon doesn't believe in, and I don't believe in either, but I think it's just pretty fun to do.
Yeah, so the one test we're going to be taking is a Myers-Briggs test, which most of you probably have heard of. It's a test that has a 16-letter naming system, and it bases it upon kind of what your personality is. It's really vague, and it's known as pseudoscience in the scientific community, but it's fun to take, and kind of you can relate to yourself to it. And then the second test we're going to be taking is the spirit animals quiz, which I have not taken before, and I don't know what it's going to be like, but we'll see, and hopefully this will be fun.
Now, the test for Myers-Briggs, you guys might know it more commonly as MBTI, and it's just the Myers-Briggs, whatever the acronym stands for. But Simon said there's 16 different letters you can get, and the letters that you can get, there's like 4 different categories. The first one is gonna be introvert and extrovert. The second one is gonna be, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be what is it? Let me see real quick here. It's gonna be an N or an S, and that means that. Oh man, I actually forgot what it was.
We can move on. It's fine.
It was.
The
Yeah, I'll explain it while you're actually taking the test. So Simon's gonna actually jump into the test right now, and he's gonna take it. He already has it open. So while he's taking it, I'm gonna be telling you guys about my results.
And the N and the F stands for no, it's I think the third one is N in something, right? N in two.
Yeah, no, it's okay. If you jump into the test, then I'll explain while you're taking it. It's all good. So Simon's gonna jump into the test and take it over with. And I actually took this, I think it was last year, towards the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna be explaining to you guys all the letters while he's taking it. But I'm actually really interested in what Simon's going to get. So he's gonna be. Was it a 50 question or 100 question?
I think it's 50. I do believe.
Simon. Alright, well, I'm actually going to be linking the test that he's taking in the description for this video. So if you guys want to take it, then you guys are fully willing to do it, and I'm also going to be linking the spirit animals test as well. Okay, so my result that I got was... Oh, wait, I forgot to mention. The MBTI Myers-Briggs personality test, Simon said it was pseudoscience, and there's a bunch of stuff around it, like people, it's fun to take, yes, but I personally feel like it gives you some insight into your personality, but it's not really, I wouldn't say accurate, though, because I read, there's all this research, there's actually a Huffington Post article about it, it's talking about, like, how, depending on how you feel when you're taking it, you can get a different personality, and it pops up, because, like, it's too narrow to I guess relate yourself to just to 2 sides. That's why there's actually a few other tests right now. There's actually a instead of a 4-category test, which is the MBTI, there's a 5-category test, but there's different categories. And there's just a bunch of other cool stuff online
one of the
that
biggest
you can
reasons is because
explore yourself.
Almost never is someone just introverted or extroverted. So most of the time, a categorical test will never work, just because people can't be put into categories. We're too complicated.
Oh, okay, so I found out the letters. So the first 2 is E or an I, and that stands for extroversion or introversion. So you're an extrovert or an introvert. The second one is sensing or intuition, and that's going to be S or N. And that's going to be, like, do you prefer to focus on basic information or take in, or do you prefer to interpret and add meaning? So it's kind of like analyzing versus interpreting, kind of. The next one is thinking versus feeling, T or F, and that's, do you look at logic or do you look at people and special circumstances? So it's kind of like logic versus emotions, a little bit. The next one is judging versus perceiving. Do you prefer to get things decided, or do you prefer to stay open to new information? Then and those that's gonna be the last one. So I got personally for me was I got ESTJ, and that's gonna be extroverted, sensing, thinking,
Judging.
and judging. Yeah. And when I actually first got my result, I was a little bit surprised because I didn't feel like it really matched me that well. But the more I read into it, I actually learned that it really defined me pretty well. I mean, Simon says they're all pretty vague,
No,
but I feel like
the
they're
only
not as
reason I
vague
said
as
that
he
is
thinks they
because
are.
it's been
Like, I think
scientifically
they,
proven that it's supposed to fit most people who would pick a certain, not even most people that would pick a certain thing, but just most people. It would fit most people because most people can adapt to different situations.
But well, anyways, mine that I got, I feel, like I said, I feel, I don't know, Simon represents me, and I'm really interested in seeing what
I'm
Simon gets and if that
almost
represents
halfway
him.
through this.
What do
I've
you
taken this
what do you think you're gonna
a few
get
times before, and I
actually?
usually stick to either INTP or ENTP. That's what I meant to say. Either INTP or ENTP, but
INTP,
the
is that what you
last time I
said?
took this, I got INT, and then the other one that's not P, which is F, I think, right?
That's weird. There's all these different. I took mine
Yeah, but
twice. I
that's
think
because
actually I got the same
you
one.
didn't take it
I don't know
within
if it was
a
on the same
different
day.
span of like a long time, because you'll change over time, and even within like a week, you could get a different answer.
Do you think that that personality changes,
Yes,
Simon?
definitely. Everyone's personality has changed exponentially.
People keep saying that like, oh, it's just my personality. It doesn't really change, and I never really believed with that because I used to be a lot
Everyone was
different
different
back
as a
then
child as
compared to
they are
now. I don't
as an
think.
adult. It is just a fact. You don't stay the same person.
Yeah. Yeah, but so whatever people, it makes me really mad whenever people say like, "Oh, I can't change that part of myself. It's
Yeah,
always
it
gonna be me."
is.
I think that's complete bull. Like, because I never used to be really funny, like a really humorous person. I feel like, but I worked on it and I changed myself. So now I'm a really humorous. Like I see humor in everything. Like even sometimes the really bad things, I can always get a laugh out of it. You know?
There's a lot of things to change. I've always had the same sense of humor personally, but that's not true. I used to be very picky about what I would laugh at, and now I'm kind of just more open to different realms of comedy because there's a lot of different types of comedy, and I used to be very picky about what I would like and what I wouldn't, but now I kind of like a lot more.
That's good. So while Simon's taking this, I'm gonna read you the summary for my personality, and I'm gonna see you guys what you think if it matches up with me or not, because I feel like it does. And Simon can hear this too, because I actually never told him this before. So, my personality, like I said, was ESTJ, which is extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging. And the little summary, the one-line summary of it is excellent administrators, unsurpassed at managing things or people. And the name that the website we're taking it on gives it is the executive. So I'll read the description. ESTJs are representatives of tradition and order, utilizing their understanding of what is right, wrong, and socially acceptable to bring families and communities together. Embracing the values of honesty, dedication, and dignity, people with the ESTJ personality type are valued for their clear advice and guidance, and they happily lead the way on difficult paths. Taking pride in bringing people together, ESTJs often take on roles as community organizers, working hard to bring everyone together in celebration of cherished local events or in defense of the traditional values that hold families and communities together. And good order is the foundation of all things, and that is the quote for ESTJ by Edmund Burke. Simon, do you think that describes me?
Yeah,
Well, I feel like it describes
it
everyone to
fits
some
your
extent, like you
personality
said,
to some
but
extent. I feel like that's definitely what you want to be like, and for a certain part of it, you are like that, but there's also different complexities about you that would not fit in that.
Yeah. Mhm. The only other thing that kind of gets me is talking about like traditional values of families and stuff. I've never been a really big family dude. At least not for my family. Like I feel like I guess if when I'm a parent and I have my own family, that's gonna change. But I've never really been like I never wanted to really spend time with my family compared to other people. Like I love my family and they're really important to me, but I'm just not one of those people who are like, oh, you know, my family's everything to me. Like I always spend time with them. Like I'd prefer to be by myself a lot actually. Like my family. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even part of the family just because I do things so much by myself and I'm always busy. Like my parents always want me to go on family trips and I'm generally busy with school or something, so I can't go. So like, just a few weeks ago they all went to Atlanta and I had to stay home with my aunt. Like my whole family basically went to Atlanta. I would have wanted to because it would have been fun, but I had homework to do. And the other thing is traditional. That's the word. I mean, I feel like right now since I'm really young, I have I guess really liberal viewpoints. Like I want things to change. I'm not a very traditional person. Like I'm always open to change, but I also think that as you get older, your viewpoints become more conservative. So they're less likely going to change and they're going to become more traditional because that just happens as you get older. I guess like when you're a teenager and you're like, oh, everything can happen if you believe and just change. You're pretty liberal in a sense. Like not everyone is, but I feel like that's generally the census.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But the little keep going. But the little headlines here that are anyone worth their salt sticks up for what they believe is right, but are still better than are those who acknowledge when they're in error. And those are just the little two headlines for the next few paragraphs. I'm not going to read those. I believe in both of those. I think if something's right, then you should definitely stick up for it and believe in it. I mean, if you believe what's right, then you should do it. But I feel like I have a very strong moral compass. Like I hope that I know what's good and wrong, and what's socially acceptable. But when I do make a mistake, I admit it and I own up to it. Like I'm not a coward. I'll own up to my mistake. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I'll say that and I'll admit it. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of vague, like you said too. But I don't know. I read there's a bunch of other stuff like strengths and weaknesses, romantic relationships, friendships, parenthood, career paths, workplace habits. Those are different categories that you can read about for the personality. But I'm not going to dive into all of that. I'll just link, like I said, I'll link the website in the description of the video. You guys can just explore it for yourselves and take the test too. Also, we'd love to actually hear what you guys get on the personality test. So if you already know it or if you're going to take it, please comment below for this video, and we'd love to see what you guys get. It's just really interesting.
Love to go through, read some of them, and I might respond if I'm similar or what you guys, or just respond to what you guys think about it.
And also tell us if you guys agree with it or don't agree with it, because like I said in the beginning, when I first took mine, I didn't agree with mine at all. When I read more into it, I realized that this was pretty close to who I am.
I am at 80.
So Simon, how far are you into the test?
And these questions seem relatively like you could answer either way, and both ways would be correct. Because there's a lot of questions, like one that I just did is, you see yourself as very emotionally stable, and that's very dependent on your situation. So I could see why this is pseudoscience. It's because you're not going to always be the same person. It depends on what happened. Like, if, oh, your girlfriend dumped you. Oh, you're not emotionally stable then.
But, yeah, like we said, though, it's just a personality test and your personality changes. So, I mean, pseudoscience, yes, but I feel like at that point in time, it's also not just hating on it. Well, I'm not just hating on it because it's also fun. It's just fun, and you get to take a little break from life and just kind of analyze yourself. And you can think about yourself and how the test is, and then it's just fun, and you don't have to worry about if it's right or not. Yeah, I thought of myself a little bit more critically after taking the test, which I really liked a lot because I had to really look at myself and like, am I really like this? And I had to agree or disagree. So I think it's just a good tool, just to maybe help learn a little bit more about yourself. And it's like we said, it's fun too. So
I only have
I'm really
two
excited
more,
for
I
Simon.
think, or maybe
So
one more. I don't know.
the ones that Simon said he got earlier, I can see him being both. But
Mhm.
like we said, it just depends on how he is right now. I'm gonna take a guess at what he is before he finishes
Okay,
it. So Simon, don't tell the answer until you hear my guess.
that is
All right, let's
true.
see here. You're a complete
Wait, no, I'm
weirdo.
not actually a weirdo
What
because
else?
we took Would You Rather and it said I'm not a weirdo.
Dang it! You're right. I can't say that. Okay. Oh, you're none of these. You're lame. That's lame. Nah. I'm pretty sure
Am
you're
I?
you're
I do
introvert. You're
magic
not
all the
really an
time.
extrovert, are you? No, I don't think you are. I think you're.
Okay.
I think you're. That doesn't matter. I think you're an introvert. Hey look, I'm an extrovert, right? Like I get a very hyper and high energy in social situations and situations with high pressure. Like if we're having a party, I get really hyper. Like I'm not kidding. Just because there's all this
I
social
don't think
energy going around,
you've
and I
never
just
been
suck it
to
up
a
like a
party
sponge.
with
Like
me or
it
any
makes me
event really. Before, since I've changed,
mhm.
since.
Yeah. If it's a social event, I'll suck up all that energy and I just get really like excited. But I don't. I feel like I'm one of those people who would go to a party and they're all like really like normally they're very clear-headed, but I'll just like get wasted somehow and not really know. I don't know. I feel like I'm smart enough not to, but if I'm hyper, like sometimes I get off the rail a little bit. But I think you're definitely an introvert. I feel like I don't think you're an extrovert at all. So that cuts out half of them. Sensing versus what was the last one? Sensing versus intuition. I feel you're more of an intuition guy. I don't know. I don't feel like you're really emotional. I feel like you're a robot sometimes, to be honest with you. So that cuts out these four. So there's four left. Thinking versus feeling. Nah, you don't have feelings. Psh, you're one of these. And judging versus perceiving. Nah, I think you're
That's what I
perceiving.
used to
I think
be.
you're gonna be an
So you
INTP,
are
a logician.
50% correct. You want to guess where
Uh huh.
you were wrong? I'm an ENFP.
Tell me. Uh,
hmm
EN.
Uh,
Wait, what? ENFP?
Extroverted,
What's that?
intuitive,
Oh my gosh.
feeling,
I was.
prospecting, which is perceiving. And then
Oh,
the
prospecting. Yeah.
the last thing
So you
is
are.
turbulent or assertive. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Oh, assertive is like you're taking control of the
Okay.
situation. And and
So
turbulence is kind of like I feel like you're
so
going with
my
the
thing
flow.
is,
I
it's
think.
I'm a campaigner. The
What
line that it
was it?
has is, "What do you mean life is boring? Are we living on the same planet?" Which sounds like something I would say, but then again, I don't know. Just because I got turbulent.
Wait. Did
Turbulent.
you know what you got for assertive or turbulent, or does it tell you?
That's not true.
Yeah, it's because I'm always
I
dominant.
just don't care enough to bother you.
Whatever.
It's so the line is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for. And if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing, it doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know what you will risk like a fool for love, for your dreams, and for the adventure of being alive. Araya Mountain Dreamer. That sounds like something that I would
Dude, that's
do.
lame. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't say that specifically because that's just a weird thing to say.
I don't think you
That's
would
a
say
weird way
that
to put
though.
it.
That's
But
weird.
like, yeah, that's kind of like a weirdly assertive motto,
Can
I guess. Basically, just live your
can we
life. Do it.
convert it
Do
to
what
teenage
you want to
terms?
do. Yeah, that's teenage
I
terms.
don't care
All
who
right.
you
The
are or what you
campaigner
do.
personality
Do
is a
it.
true free spirit. They are often the life of the party, but unlike types in the explorer role group, campaigners
Sigh.
are less interested
Sigh.
in the sheer excitement and pleasure of the moment that they are in, enjoying in the social and emotional connections they make with others. Charming, independent, energetic, compassionate, and the 7th% of the population that they can compromise can certainly be felt in any crowd. You can change the world
Wow,
with
you're a
just an
7%er.
idea.
I think mine was like
Basically,
13. I
they're
don't know.
just like, oh, you basically think about things and kind of try and enact them into the world. Yeah, so basically I'm
You can
I'm a
do
living
it.
Nike model. That's what I am. The little second one? What do you mean?
What's the little second one?
Oh, don't lose that little
Hmm.
spark of madness.
The second line. The
Basically, I'm
second
just
heading
it's
line.
saying that I'm crazy and I have all these energetic ideas that the world won't understand, and
Yeah,
I just need to
you're
do what
definitely
I need to
crazy.
do to get it done. Put it into the world. Campaigners I may know:
You're
Robert
definitely
Downey
crazy,
Jr., Will
alright.
Smith, Robin Williams, Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
I thought I saw these. Yeah, I know. There's more. There's more.
there's
I'm pretty
more.
sure I saw these people on the
There's
other ones.
no
Russell
those
Brand,
ones. They're
Quentin
cool.
Tarantino.
No. They're different people. I'll read you mine. Mine are just a little more. I guess people they're a little bit low key. You don't really know them. Oh, the cool part that I love about this that the people you might know they give you ones from TV shows too. So, I'm like here. I'll read the ones I have right now. I don't really people think really know them.
I
Like
know Frank
one for me
Sinatra.
is Judge Judy, Frank Sinatra, James Monroe. Yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson. But my favorite ones are the TV shows in the back. I got Boromir from Lord of the Rings. I got Dwight Schrute from The Office. Claire Dunphy from Modern
Oh,
Family.
that's cool.
Rob Stark from Game of Thrones.
Okay, so Michael
Yeah.
Scott from The Office,
Mhm.
Phil
What are your
Dunphy from
TV
Modern
ones?
Family,
There's
Piper
more.
Chapman from Orange is the New Black, Hoban Washburn from Firefly, Peeta Mellark from Hunger Games, Jennifer Keller from Stargate
Peter
Atlantis,
Millard.
Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, and Willy Wonka from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh, my favorite. Ah, that hurt my ears. But oh, cool.
So
Willy Wonka.
basically it's
I
telling you
always
that
knew
I'm
something was a
a
little
Nike
weird
model
about you.
that supports chocolate factories. So basically,
Who
I
supports
just want to
hiring
hire
midgets
a
to
bunch
work
of
in a sweets factory.
under third world countries, children. All right.
Midgets.
So let's move on to the second quiz. Um,
Yeah, okay, that was fun. That's actually pretty good. I actually was not expecting to get that personality. But now, my next one that's a personal favorite of mine is the spirit animal test that he's going to
and
be taking. And this
these
one is
seem
going to
like
be
very
actual. It's less extensive. It's only
stupid questions.
seven questions,
Stupid.
but I want to see.
I just think they're stupid. All right.
It's kind of weird. Look, okay, Simon. It's just for fun. It's just for fun.
I guess
While
that
he's
one.
taking this, I'm also going to be linking it in the description of the video, so you guys can just check it out. But I'm going to be telling you about my results. I actually took this test twice, and I got 2 things each time, but I took
Oh, there you
one
go.
a while back, which might explain it. Now, the first result that I got, I think it was like a year or so ago, was I ended up getting a hummingbird, and I'll explain why. So, hummingbirds are very small animals, physically, and I'm pretty short, so, you know, whatever. But just because they're
Shut
small
up,
doesn't
Eric.
mean they can't do great things. So, ladies, keep that in mind. But anyways. Anyways, hummingbirds are really hyper. Like, if you ever see a hummingbird, they flap their wings, like, here. There's a little summary right here. The hummingbird spirit animal symbolizes the enjoyment of life. I love life. I love being alive. Like I always say, if I don't die in my sleep, it's a great day. And lightness of being. Those who have the hummingbird as a totem are invited to enjoy the sweetness of life, lift up negativity wherever it creeps in, and express love more fully in their daily endeavors. This fascinating bird is capable of the most amazing feats despite its small size.
No, that's the only bird
Such
that can
as
fly
traveling
backwards.
great distances or being able to fly backwards, which is actually really cool. Like, I don't think birds can do that normally. By affinity with the hummingbird, those who have this bird as a totem may be encouraged to develop their adaptability and resiliency while keeping a playful and optimistic outlook.
Yeah, but
I think that's well, that was me
I feel
before.
like
I was super optimistic for
I feel
some
like we're
reason. I
both
still am. Like I'm
optimistic
still,
more than
but like
pessimistic
I'm more
in
of a
comparison
realist
to
now. I
our
think
teenage
I used to be like
brethren,
everything's
just
great and
because
everything's
most
awesome.
people in
I
our
used to be
age
like a
are
living.
like, "Oh, the world's so bad," even though we live in America. We're fine.
Yeah. 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 I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I used to be like a living rendition of the Lego movie, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm more of a realist now. I'm a realist. But another interesting fact I wanted to bring up about hummingbirds is they're actually really territorial, which I am. I'm extremely territorial. Which may surprise a lot of people because I'm not really like I said, I'm pretty small, like I'm short. But I'm very fierce. I feel like I want to describe myself as I'm a hard worker. I'll fight for what I want. And surprisingly enough, hummingbirds are actually, like I said, very dominant over mates. So they'll fight over mates, over territories, and hummingbirds actually fight by like dive bombing each other and stuff. If you look up videos on YouTube about hummingbirds fighting, it's actually kind of cool. But they're vicious little things too. Like they'll just dive bomb other hummingbirds and they'll like peck each other and like they're bleeding and stuff. It's actually really a little offsetting because when I saw it at first, but the one it was pretty, it really surprised me.
I seek out the
But the
secret of the
second animal
universe.
that I got like a
What
few
kind of
weeks ago,
question?
like a month ago,
What kind of
I
question
ended up
is
getting
this?
the bear as my spirit animal. Simon, I hear you laughing. Is something good? Wait. Okay.
I haven't get
40.
the
The
answer.
answer is 42.
Oh, I got it.
The answer is 42. If you get that reference,
Oh my-
great. If you guys are listening, you get that reference.
okay.
I must commend you. I applaud that.
Wait,
Does it not tell you? Did you finish the quiz?
hold on.
Wait. Don't say it yet. I want to guess. I
No,
want to
I'm so
guess.
confused. Okay,
But-
just keep going, keep going.
The second result that I got was the bear. Right? Pretty cool. And I wasn't expecting it. So, the bear is in the kingdom of spirit animals. What? What's up? What's good? Okay. The bear is emblematic of grounding forces and strength. This animal has been worshipped throughout time as a powerful totem, inspiring those who need the courage to stand up against adversity. As a spirit animal in touch with the earth and cycles of nature, it is a powerful guide to support physical and emotional healing. Another really interesting thing that I thought really connected with me personally was that I'm pretty sure bears are extroverts, but they spend time a lot with themselves. Like like even in like as an actual animal, not just a spirit animal, they're very solitary creatures. But they're still gonna be social if they see other bears, which is kind of like me. Like I spend a lot of time by myself by choice. Like I emphasize alone time, but I'm an extrovert though. At least that's what my Myers-Briggs test said. And I'm pretty sure I'm an
So you're
extrovert just
gonna
because
guess-
I get,
you're
like I
gonna
said
guess
earlier,
what I am?
get very energetic off of social situations. But I think that was really cool, and I really wasn't expecting to get the bear. But I feel as time goes on, at least right now, that's what best describes me. I'm a very powerful
If you get
person.
either of the ones that it says
who-
on here, you'll be
Yes.
fine. It,
Simon,
it says
For
says
you,
on the
from the
blank,
list that
but
you
then
can
it
get from,
shows
there's actually
something
a
else
lot
at the
here. I don't
bottom.
know how
What
many
I
there are.
actually am.
I think there's one for
I
every
think.
letter. I don't know. But knowing you, you got two.
Pick one. Pick one. No, I'm
Oh,
the
okay.
butterfly.
Oh, okay.
The butterfly
think
is one of the
that
most emblematic token. No.
Is it a
wait,
dolphin?
why is
Wait,
it
no.
going
There's
like
more
that?
animals.
Okay.
There's more.
It
Okay.
is one of the most emblematic
I think
totem
you're
animals,
the,
symbolizing personal
Are
transformation.
you a dolphin?
If you see the butterfly as your totem or spirit animal,
What? Really?
pay attention to the areas of your life or in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. Perhaps this animal totem guides you to be sensitive to your personal cycles of expansion and growth, as well as the beauty of life's continuous unfolding. An important message to carried by the spirit of the butterfly is about the ability to go through important changes with grace and lightness. So basically, what I got was, you need to change because you suck. So the total of what I've gotten all day is that I am a person who wants to do who is a Nike model who
Okay,
owns
I actually think
children
this.
in his
I think this matches up with your
factory
ESTJ.
that needs to
Actually, you're not
change
ESTJ, but
because he's
whatever
a
you got. Was
terrible
it
person.
ESTJ? No, I don't know. Um,
Oh, here we go. What is the meaning of the butterfly? This animal totem is primarily associated with symbolism
no,
of
what I'm getting
change and
off of you
transformation.
is, well, I mean,
Powerful
yes, that, but
transformation,
also I think
metamorphosis in your
we
life.
should go
It
with the
said that in the
flow,
beginning, so you're not
and
making anything
also
new.
that like
Personality.
things
Moving
adapt,
through
things
different life
change.
cycles,
Change.
renewal,
It's
rebirth,
basically
lightness
change.
of being, playfulness, elevation from earthly matters, tuning into emotional or spiritual, the world
Told
of the
you.
soul, the psyche. A secondary meaning of the butterfly is about finding joy
Lame.
in life and lightness in being. We are all butterflies. Earth is our chrysalis. Leanne Taylor. So basically, it's saying is that I am a fun-loving person who accepts change and has just a lightness in life, and just is seeking out more in life,
Uh,
more from what we
so,
can see
Simon's
in our
a little
earthly
bit too close to
being.
the mic right now, so guys. So sorry about that, but keep going.
No, because I don't believe in either of these tests. But if I was just looking at this from a personal standpoint, I would say that butterflies does not make any sense with
Now,
me.
Simon,
The Myers-Briggs test has a
after taking
good
these tests today, do you
correlation
agree
in
with your
some of the
results?
pieces with me. So
Great.
the butterfly one, I don't think that I am as light as it says, because I don't think you can judge from 8
Uh huh.
questions. But and if I was looking at it personally, I don't think it suits me either, because I don't think that I'm as light and carefree as it says I am.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
no, I mean, well, there's only one way to
Maybe I
really look at it.
did.
You can't look at it
Whatever.
scientifically, so it's
All
only
right.
personal. But
So no, I feel like it was. I feel like,
maybe you
and
took your
this is what
test
I
wrong.
recommend to anyone who wants to take these. Don't
No,
go into
I'm
this
just kidding.
expecting to learn something about yourself.
I don't
Go
know.
into this expecting to have a fun time.
But
Just
Simon,
to analyze these
how do
tests
you?
that were
I don't know.
not.
How are you feeling?
Even the
Do you feel
person
like
who
you
made
will really
these
learn anything today,
said that
or
these are parlor
like?
games. These are not real. These are parlor games. This is fun for people who like to have fun. And if you're bored and you want to take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, even 30 minutes out of your time, just go in and take a couple of these and see what you get. And then share it with your friends.
Mhm. Yeah. But the two that I had time to take today are the ones that I recommend the most because everyone else is kind of like really random stuff. But these are
All right,
probably the
everyone.
closest
Thank you
thing
for
to, I
tuning
guess,
into High School
official you
Bathrooms.
could
If
get.
this is your
Like
first time
official
listening, we
tests or
hope you
whatever.
enjoyed. We try to
But
make new
like I
content
said
every
though,
weekend, so
please
tune in
tell us
next
what you
week for
guys get
more.
in the
Also,
comments.
check out
I love
our
hearing it.
Instagram
Also
at
tell us what you
HSB
guys got for your
Podcast,
spirit
all one
animal and
word.
if you agree with that or not. We really love reading your comments and we're looking forward to seeing them. As always, thanks for listening. Make sure to share us with your friends, wash your hands with soap and water, and have a great day.